Dumpling Days, Chapter 13. Audrey Chang. Uh-oh, my book is ripped. Audrey Chang looking something painting. Uh-oh. I wonder what it says. Going to class the next morning, I was just as hard as it was the first time. Come on, Mom said to me as I stumbled out the door. You're going to be late again. And I was late again, but it didn't matter. We were still painting gray bamboo. Even though the ink was black, we were supposed to mix it with water so that we could be different shades of gray. We had to paint bamboo with variations, which to me just meant painting bamboo over and over again. What's so important about bamboo? A girl asked. I was pretty sure her name was Eva Wong. She had long hair that went all the way down below her waist. Oh, that's pretty long hair. She could sit on her ponytail. Bamboo is a symbol for long life because it never loses its leaves, even in winter, the teacher said. Also, the Chinese word for bamboo sounds like the word wish. So if you want to wish someone something, you paint a picture of something along with bamboo. That wasn't really what Eva was asking, but we all kept painting, or at least tried to paint. It bothered me that I couldn't erase or even cover up any of the paint strokes I had made. My art skill didn't seem to be working here in Taiwan. I was used to my talent making me a good artist, but one look at my paper told me I was not. It made me feel uneasy and worried, like part of me was vanishing. So every time I lifted the brush, I was nervous. Whatever mark I made, I was stuck with. It made me feel afraid to paint. Would this stroke be okay? Would I make a mistake? I looked around at everyone else's paintings. No one's paintings were great, but some people were getting their strokes to actually look like bamboo. Even the boy sitting next to her, I thought his name was Rex, but I don't know his last name. Were even painting leaves. The teacher saw me with my brush, froze above the paper. Relax, he said, moving my hand. Press down, stroke, press, stroke, press. His fingers loosened my grip on the brush, and paint glided gracefully on the paper like a figure skater on ice. Ah, I thought, that's how it's supposed to look. Too bad the teacher couldn't hold my hand while I did the whole painting. I wondered if I would ever learn his name. Oh, that would be a bummer not to learn your teacher's name. I couldn't ask Audrey Chang. I didn't know if it was because she thought I was a Twinkie, but she was not very friendly. She wasn't exactly mean, though, either. She wasn't making fun of me or whispering bad things. It was more like she looked at me as if I were a red light in a traffic jam. If I were a red light in a traffic jam, simile or metaphor. I tried not to think about her. Think bamboo, I told myself as I painted bamboo. And slowly, as the class went on, my brush began to get the message. Even though I still made more mistake marks than the good ones, my paintings were starting to get better. My bamboo stopped looking like gray hot dogs sprouting fat fingers and began to look a bit like bamboo. I let out a deep breath. Maybe my special art skill hadn't left me, but it was really hard to make it come out. At least I was getting better, though. Audrey's paintings were getting better, too. The lumpy gray cotton ball that she had been painting were now bamboo stalks arching across the paper. I had to admit, her paintings were good. She obviously knew it, too, because her face was no longer scowling, but had a look of smug contentment. She reminded me of Lissy when Mom let her choose her TV show. All right, my bamboo painting, Audrey's bamboo painting. Pretty good, Audrey. The teacher walked by and stopped between us. Good, good, he said to me. This is a nice line here. Isn't that the line you helped her with? Audrey shot out. Before I could shake my head, because it wasn't the line he had helped me with, she said, and everything is one shade. You said our painting should have variations of gray. Ah, yes, the teacher said to me as my eyes burned at Audrey. Remember, even though we're only using black, the paint should have a shade variation. It gives the bamboo more depth, like here. He was pointing at parts of Audrey's painting, and even though I was looking, I wasn't paying attention. Inside, I was seething like a teapot about to whistle. Seething like a teapot about to whistle. I wonder what seething means. Anger was bubbling inside me. Uh-oh, I think that's what it means. And she was angry. And I clamped my mouth tightly to keep it from exploding. As I watched Audrey's face settle back into her self satisfaction, all I wanted to do was slap her. What? Why had she done that? Why would she point out what was wrong with my painting? How do I make sure you stay the best in your class then? She asked me. This must be the way she made sure she stayed best in the class. I rubbed my paintbrush in the ink violently. Blackness splattered on my fingers, staining me with evil-looking freckles. All my worries and fears about my art talent dissolved with my anger. Audrey Chang wanted to be the best? Well, I had a special art skill. I'd make it come out, and I'd be just as good as she was. No, I would be better. I took out another sheet of paper to start a new bamboo painting. Think bamboo, I told myself. The teacher had said the bamboo means to wish. I gripped my paintbrush with this bamboo. I thought with eyes narrowing, I wish to be better than Audrey Chang. Ooh, I wonder if your prediction was right. Are they going to be friends? Are they going to be enemies? Ooh, the drama is heating up.